feel wiser, smarter,
every
more,
day.
more impactful.
What's
Yeah.
up,
Well,
y'all? Happy
you're
Monday.
it's something in like the top of your head, like you're something complex fully develops at 25. So it's getting there.
Oh right, yeah, I'm 1 year away from.
Yeah.
Then
All right.
I'm gonna be dangerous when I'm fully when I'm
Yeah.
a full adult here.
Schedule. Okay.
What's up, Mark? What's up, Abdul? Tripping
Mark,
around
listen.
life.
Yeah, that's a vibe there. Let's see. Cool.
Chris rocking the keeper shirt today. Gotta love it.
I had to go change my shirt. I had something on. I thought it was inappropriate, so I had to go change
Is
it
that
to
like
something else.
your favorite Minecraft T-shirt, right?
You know the old SNL skit where the suck at Trebek.
Yeah.
I've got that as a T-shirt. And I was
That's
like, well,
funny.
maybe I shouldn't wear that on the air.
If you don't know the joke. What's up, Ada, Carlos, Peyton, Nathan? A lot of y'all checking in. Let us know what we can help you out with on your Amazon business. We're here answering questions for a little bit. It's a beautiful Monday.
Love Peyton. Vibes. Ada.
Yeah.
Cool. Damn. We don't normally get the hellos like this.
I
But
know
yeah,
we got a nice little
man.
hello chain going
for
today.
sure. Yeah. Good to see you guys too, man. Life's good.
Warner, you do anything fun for your birthday, man?
Nothing crazy. Nice little restaurant. Played some golf. I played my first round of golf of the year. That was fun.
Nice.
Like a little cold, but it is what it is.
You ever played snow golf?
I have not. I didn't. Is that a thing? That sounds hype.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess you play with a yellow ball.
You play with a yellow or red ball. It's kind of fun.
It's fun.
Cool. Sweet. So let us know what all questions y'all got here, man. We'd love to help. So St. Patrick's Day is this weekend.
There's gonna be tons of good sales. Like,
yeah. Right?
I'm surprised there's not already. I didn't see too much today, but I assume it's gonna ramp up as we go through the week.
Yeah. So definitely want to be ready for that stuff going on, little manual opportunity and such, and everything.
There's a nice little string of these random holidays this time of year. I kind of forgot. You get President's Day, you got Valentine's Day, you got St. Patrick's Day coming up.
So let's see. We got
hate to see that, Peyton.
Easter, and then Mother's Day, and then Memorial Day at the end of May, I believe. And then Father's Day, 4th of July, back to school. Yeah. Am I referencing the calendar I posted on SellerAmp? I absolutely am.
Looks like we got 23 emails that reference St. Patrick's Day and SalesGazer right now. So I imagine they'll start kicking out pretty quick.
So what does it look like on like a Black Friday though? Like 1,000 or?
Oh, I mean it's nuts. Every website is blowing out more than one email a day. The typical e-commerce site sends out like 19 emails a week. So you multiply that by 1,000, and you've got about 19,000 emails in a Black Friday week.
Interesting. Damn, that's interesting. I'm surprised. You got to share that more. That's like a dope like feature, I guess. Essentially of that. Okay, trying to figure out why and how to get an LLC for Amazon FBM in Connecticut. So my brother in Christ, Vincenzo. Okay, so we are not lawyers, so we have no idea if getting an LLC is correct for you. And so we can't really give advice specifically on that. Okay. I was sourcing for 4 to 5 hours last night, or till 4 to 5 a.m. I was going off my phone, had bad Wi-Fi, too far on each product. It's going to be
impossible. Phone on bad Wi-Fi is maybe not. You're not not being very kind to yourself there.
Well, I guess you could storefront stock, but can you Google stuff on the SellerAmp mobile app? I'm not sure.
No,
I'm not sure.
I don't
think so. If it is, it wouldn't be very you wouldn't have your extensions and like.
Yeah.
See the new placement fee. It is accurate. Correct. Yes.
Ooh, okay, here we go. All right, Adz Claims. That's a good topic right there. How should I go about an Adz claim where the item is claimed as not described? So, Lorenzo, it depends what kind of Amazon's asking for. Because if they're asking for you for proof of, that it's purchased new, like that's pretty easy for you to provide, right? Assuming you're doing OA just with the order confirmation email. That's why it's really important to keep good tabs in your Google Sheets, so you can see your order numbers and the corresponding ASIN. So if you ever get an inauthentic complaint or an IP complaint or any of these issues, you can just Command F and search the spreadsheet for that ASIN, and then you can find all your corresponding orders immediately right there.
Yeah. Yep. It would help if you have a picture of the item too, like in your hand. It helps sometimes.
which is kind of annoying to worry about that constantly while you're trying to prep
Right.
stuff. But
Oh, yeah. And
especially for those of you guys at small scale, use that advantage. Like document way more than you probably can at scale.
I've got a friend. He's actually going to be in Miami. $10 million a year retail arbitrage. Everything that comes through their warehouse gets a picture taken of it with the UPC like tag on it.
That's awesome.
Got it.
I mean,
They've
they
got it
probably
locked
don't
down.
lose very many any A to Z claims or missing
No.
inventory. Like that'd be really interesting to because I've always had a little bit of trouble getting them to accept retail receipts as like missing units, but I assume they have that dialed in if you're going to hit 10 million.
Yeah, they got it dialed in.
That's cool.
So what does that look like? You got to have runners, I guess, going out to find stuff, you know?
Yeah, they got a handful of shoppers. I can't remember how many they've got right now. I know a couple of guys doing like 10 million a year RA, and they all have a team shopping, and then they all usually have a team at the warehouse, like 2 to 3 people prepping, packing, shipping, taking pictures, uploading, documents. It's they are really big into like lean management and stuff, and so like Sigma 6 belt, black belt, Sigma, whatever it is, and they got it locked in.
Yeah. Because I guess, you know what I mean? Depending, if you had like really, really set criteria, and because you're doing RA, it's like higher margin, you could do that, right? You could delegate because a shopper can get so many reps in quick. You can't really do that with, you got to type the product in, then you got to look at it, you got to figure out the cost. With RA, in one scan, all you got to do is enter in the buy cost, and you immediately know all that data, and then it'd just be training them on Keepa and such. But yeah, it's pretty. I
guess it's a little easier to scale with, like, it's sort of, but also not at the same time. It's a weird
you train
one.
VAs too.
Yeah,
you know.
Nathan
Nathan, you definitely can scale arbitrage to the moon, man. Yeah.
The biggest one I know of is 75 million a year.
Oh, damn. Holy shit. Yeah. Okay. Future of Amazon OA. Is it getting saturated? Don't tons of sellers find the same product? So theoretically, but you shouldn't be selling items that are really easy to find, that are trending in the wrong direction. You can choose to only buy products that are shooting up in price, shooting up in demand, so down in sales rank, or, going down in competition and such. And the cool thing is, over the long term, right, you're getting, as you learn different discounts, different moats, like we talk about, right, you're getting products consistently cheaper than your competition, right? And that leads you to finding items that aren't profitable for other sellers.
Yep.
889,740. That's how many products on Amazon right now have gone up in price, anywhere from 10% to 1,000%. Ranked under 250,000 as of right now.
Cool.
And those are just the ones that are increasing in price that you could like arbitrage. Like, yeah. There's no limits on it. Like, a lot of people, like, you're going from books to this to this to this. It's very like, people look at it as a staircase, but like, if you build the right systems, like, it clicks for you, then go for it. Like, there's people cranking multi-million in books. If that doesn't show you can scale anything, then I don't know what does, man.
Yeah, like, for sure.
Who was it that interviewed a guy doing like $1 million a month?
Yeah, Avery interviewed a guy doing $1 million a month in used books, man. That's insane.
So let's run the numbers on that, boys. So
the profit is crazy on that.
Yeah. Oh, it's probably $300K minimum, right? So let's say your ASP, right, for all the book people. Let's call it, dude, on bulk books, it's got to be like 18 though, at the max, right?
That'd be pretty high, I bet.
Yeah, exactly, dude. That's what I'm saying, right? You're probably getting a lot of inventory for free though.
You're probably, I bet you're paying for the stuff that you sell. I'll bet you it's a quarter or less per unit.
Yep.
And they're making, so here's the thing. A lot of those guys ship out of their warehouses. So they're making money. They might only make $1 because a lot of them are selling cheap books at volume.
Yep.
But they're charging $3.99 shipping, and they're shipping it media mail for $1.75 or something. And they're making money on the shipping and on the sale of the product.
Yeah.
See, now today's kids just do not know about that grind. You go to the thrift store, you scan all the books because you don't have money. Now, even if you had money, you can't go and do RA because there's no ungating, right? There's no ungating, right? So you got no choice but to go to the mythical places of the library sales, booksalefinder.com. You got to post the side hustle experiment free book flyer on Snapchat, right? On the local Facebook groups. Like, you guys don't know how good you have it these days. Okay. I have a budget of 5K. Should I invest in Amazon OA or TikTok Shop OA? So it's going to be substantially easier to be profitable quickly with OA. It's also going to be less scalable than TikTok Shop, honestly. But social synced, if you're asking that question, I assume you're probably like a younger kid or in college or whatever. Like, pick something and stick with it for 6 months, and you'll probably end up being pretty good at it, but you're not going to be good at it in month 1 or month 2. And I can promise you that. But if you can stick with it long enough to see the compounding returns, right, great things are going to happen regardless of what up is. I had lunch with the dude who did 60K yesterday on TikTok Shop. He was showing me, it was like crazy.
That's awesome.
Right there.
Make sure to follow whether or not Biden's going to ban TikTok.
Well,
that's true. Yeah.
I saw that. It's really a shame.
Do you prefer OA over wholesale? It's like whatever clicks for you, man. If you like to make a lot of phone calls and build connections, that kind of stuff, like really, really front loaded, but make a lot of money in the back end, wholesale's where it's at. If you like sitting on a website and figuring out how to get pulling over on some of these big companies and help train people to do it for you, like then do OA.
Okay, here we go. All right, this is a good question. So Nathan's the man. So Nathan is the main ASIN provider for the ASIN reviews, actually, by the way.
Yeah, this guy's a learner.
Yo, for sure. 100%.
Yeah, Nathan's going to make it.
Yeah, right. Sure. I mean, and here's the thing. My boy's cleaning up with no profile picture too, which is even harder, right? Okay, so how would I learn the discounts for websites and stuff? So like deal rotations. All right. So first things first, you should use SalesGazer. Chris, do you want to describe what SalesGazer is? Because that's one component to it. We're going to dig on everything for you guys.
I mean, everyone knows what a catch-all email is. They're easy to build. You get a Gmail, Chris +1 at cleartheshelf.com. It becomes unlimited emails. I was tired of doing that, so we built SalesGazer. You go to SalesGazer, create a free account, doesn't cost you a penny, and then you subscribe to how many ever you want of the 1,000 or 1,100 stores that are in there in the US, and then you automatically get every single email in a separate inbox that you log into, and you can see what's happening in the sales that are going on.
Boom. So that's key, because now once you guys have been doing this a little while with storefront stocking especially, right, you're going to start to figure out your favorite websites. Now, a lot of items are going to be profitable in your favorite websites, but they're not going to be profitable 24/7. A lot of them are probably going to be profitable somewhere between 3 to 10 days a month when that sale is going on. So you need to have the infrastructure in place to get notified of those sales, right? So definitely that, right? All the free coupon extensions, right? Capital One Shopping, Rakuten, Be Frugal, Top Cash Back, Coupon Birds, Retail Me Not, those, as well as digging around on Google, talking to other sellers, asking customer service if they got a coupon too, right? Discounted gift cards on Cardbear and Top Cash Back are great too. If the website allows you, you can use a tax exempt certificate. If you can send enough units, 500 units a month, using a tax-free prep center is another way to get your buy costs lower, right? Another way to not necessarily get your buy costs lower, but avoid competition is going to be hopping on listings quick with merchant fulfilled, which ironically, merchant fulfilled is more of a thing today than it was a couple of years ago, when you would think it would be the opposite if it's so saturated like people say it is. That's none of my business though. Okay, what did I miss on that? Rewards accounts, right? You're not going to count those into the margin, but they're definitely not going to hurt. You always want to check out their account on certain websites, some more than others. Cash back, you want to optimize your cash back. High rewards credit card. Walmart, for example, got the Walmart credit card. That's pretty fire. Okay, I think that was pretty much everything.
Pretty much.
I've been getting good at memorizing it. And what's crazy is like we never used to talk about any stuff like that, and people still used to get good. But like it's like I feel like I'm so much better at explaining stuff than I was 6 months ago. Damn, pallets for $80 at truckloads per book. Yeah, right. And then your accept rates, 5 to 10% or something on that, and then you triple your money or what? Or no, probably more than that.
Yeah, we were working on some OA stuff for a while, and I was trying to get him to to stop doing the books.
Yeah,
but it's so good. The money's too good. It like traps you in like free money, but like it's preventing you from growing on to bigger and better. It's it's like a seed oil alert.
Yeah, that's also smart.
Probably. I'm gonna make a bold prediction here that April 1st, 2024, the seed oil alert drops.
That is a hot take, I think.
So if you're on the stream and you see the
yeah, y'all do need to be utilizing the seed oil alert too. From any retailer. Yeah, I mean social synced, man. So wherever there's name brand products that is selling them, authentically, which is any local retailer essentially that you can Google, or any website. and such. How do you guys think about vetting suppliers too? Because that's a common question that kind of goes along with some of this conversation we're in right now.
One, I'd be careful with eBay. You buy from Jim's Bait and Tackle on eBay, and you don't know what you're going to get, or Amazon's not going to take that. Trustpilot, check social media. Boomers love to yell at the void on Facebook when they're upset with a website. There's also Scam Alert, I think. There's a few other places, but if they've got PayPal or you're using a credit card, I'm okay taking a little bit of a risk if I can't find a Trustpilot review on them.
Cool. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Is it worth it? Got a great price on Crocs. So Crocs is tough, man. So Crocs is one of those weird ones.
Yeah, it's one of those where no one really knows. Like some of those things you can sell it and run it up. Like
where I can't ethically tell you to sell it because there's a very high chance you get letters threatening stuff from them. Now, you will notice when you're storefront stalking, a lot of big sellers sell that. And that's the problem, right? So I am personally going to recommend you not sell it. However, there are a lot of big sellers that do sell it. And I think it's just because they just kind of like assume that those letters mean nothing, which I obviously have no idea on the legitimacy of that statement.
Does it get easier to get ungated the more you sell? Yeah, absolutely. You also get auto ungated in more like big brands. Like as you start selling, you're like, man, it'll be like a cool moment where it's like, man, I got like this cool brand that I knew about, like auto ungated. Like you'll definitely get more of that.
Yeah, I actually posted a video today. I think I need to do like a marathon and see if I can find like 10 different profitable, like give myself an hour and see if I can find 10 different auto ungate brands profitable.
Started OA due to complaints from brands shifted to wholesale. How do you deal with the complaints? I had way more issues with complaints from wholesale.
Way more issues, man.
Which was surprising. Like going into it, it's like, all right, wholesale will be the safe side of the business, and then you get a wholesale invoice from Bob's Wholesale, which is legit, and they're like, you see the supply chain is not fake, but Amazon's like, what is this small company? And then suddenly you got a headache when you submit Kohl's. They're like, oh, we know Kohl's. We're trying to kick their ass at e-commerce. Like, we'll take their invoices.
Yeah,
they take our returns. Those plebes,
right? Yeah. They deal with our trash.
Laptop for sure, Victoria. Laptop's the vibe. You gotta be mobile. Yeah, I just finished. When I get off work, I'm gonna go through them. Vibes. What's up, Nathan? Now, the cool thing is Nathan was actually in here the other day. He was on my channel too. So Nathan's doing his rounds. He's getting info from a bunch of places, which is cool. So Chris, I'm just curious, can you walk us through like the lineage of the Amazon community? Like, was it like, when did the Facebook era start? When did like the social media era start? Because I kind of have my own opinions on the kind of latter part of it.
Yeah, the Facebook groups were around when I got started. So, I'd say probably 12, maybe 13 years ago, maybe a little bit longer than that. But that's where I found all the information. There were some guys who were, I actually think he's passed away, but he had like a Yahoo group when Yahoo had groups talking about like Amazon and eBay. So, it's been a long time. But I stumbled into it from back when affiliates were posting on Craigslist about like drop shipping and stuff like that. And then that found my way over to Facebook.
So would you say the era shifted to Discord? When did that happen?
I think it was shortly after Discord started really becoming popular with gamers.
Sure.
That, it shifted pretty quickly.
I guess it might have been around the time we made ours too, because I think we made one of the first free ones. So it was 3 years ago. Yeah,
I think you hit on a time when there were a lot of people who were stuck at home and they were gamers and they're like, oh well, I can earn some money at home because I know how to work a computer. So, and that's kind of when it all blew up.
Bruh, Skype fumbled so bad on that. I used to be grinding on Skype back in the day. I probably spent hundreds of hours on Skype calls with dudes in like 2013 building Legos, like way back in the day, man. And then I remember in like 2016, like the weird guys, like the gamers were like, yo, like Discord's like way better. I was like, nah, like you're an idiot. We're not using that. Like here we are like forever later, you know what I mean? Using it every day.
Pallet fly legit. Pallet fly is like usually those giant like wholesale type websites, they've already removed all the really valuable stuff for Amazon. They're also going to be like gently used by the time they get to you because they're going to be returns and stuff. So generally not the best idea. Really, if you're ever buying from somebody that's specifically marketing to the fact that they're selling to e-commerce sellers, it's probably not very profitable or it's a scam.
Yeah.
Or Walmart. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So Luke, as long as it's an online one, man, yeah, you're gonna be good to go with that. Not accepted. How many times should I try? As many as you need, Linda. Come on, you got this, Linda.
5-6 years ago, submitting like receipts or invoices to get ungated, it was common to have to do it 50 times or more.
Really? That's a good tweet, man. Like you kids today are fine or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the sky's falling when it takes you 5 for Nike now, but it used to be 50.
I've thought about tweeting that, but I don't want to sound like the old guy telling people to get off my lawn.
Got you.
You guys are asking like where to get bulk books. You just like call thrift stores, like all that kind of stuff. Like that is a very, very labor intensive business, but
I respect
you can go for it. Like if you want to grind for it, you make money.
I used to buy mine from a used bookstore in Columbus called Half Price Books. I would get unpicked over Gaylords that they just had overstock of.
Bang. What up, Sadiq? Thanks, brother.
Damn, yeah, that is beautiful, man. Now it is rare we get a question we've legit never got. I don't know if we've ever gotten the question, at least in the past calendar year, where to get pallets of books.
Yeah, that might be a first.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Was it common to have unsuccessful? 100%. Yeah. 1000%, Natty, for sure. Right? Because like that's the thing, Natty. You could go the Nike outlet 50 times, but if you don't know that you can tax exempt and gift card if you want to, and 15% new account if you want to, nothing might be good, you know? Oh, cool. Damn, that's crazy, Chris.
Benefits of Plum other than 60-day payback period. That is the benefit. It's not really for cash back or anything. It's just for stretching your money.
Yeah. Oh, literally. It's just for Chad scaling. Yeah. What is an example of a letter of authorization? See, now the cool thing, Luke, is you actually are never going to need a letter of authorization, man. So it actually says you need one of those two things. You either need an invoice, email confirmation, receipt, etc., or you need an LOA, right? So you just need one of them, man. And the former is way easier to get. The email confirmation and such way easier.
Yep.
Lorenzo's got a good question here. You talk about the invoice system with emails. I'll tell you the really easy thing to do for RA receipts: scan them, save them to a Google Drive, and instead of the invoice ID, you pop a link in there directly to the RA receipt in your Google Drive. You have them at your fingertips.
Oh, see now, isn't there like some money laundering implications in this, or am I wilding on that?
You might be able to sell a Visa gift card on the Raise marketplace. Maybe. Let me check.
Maybe. I've never seen. Maybe. I feel like it would fly if you can, right? Like charge $1 less. Like that sounds like money laundering waiting to happen, though. If they
I mean, I don't know. That really does sound like you're just waiting for the police.
Yeah, Chris, just use the prepaid on some inventory, and then bang, you got money. Like.
It looks like some people sell them on eBay, but again, like that does not seem like a good idea.
That's why all the gift card sites make you verify your info too, which actually completely makes sense too.
So that you're not.
But for some reason, like every single person on planet Earth that ever tries to buy gift cards, like asks me if that's like an issue or something. But I guess I kind of get that. They're worried if the site's legit and such. Yeah, I mean, social synced, man. I think that makes a lot of sense to consider doing. I mean, I haven't seen a ton of opportunity for that, but I also don't look at Walmart a ton. Actually have been doing some with my coaching guys lately, but that's fire, dude. Social synced. And like social sync, if you're even thinking about that, man, you're on the right track. You know, you're even thinking about that. Makes sense. Okay.
So, okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
Chris has not been busy in the streets. He's just
Yeah, Chris, dude, you can probably sell those on Card Cash, man. I've sold gift cards on Card Cash before I got from Amex.
How often do you come across the shadier websites? Not super often, honestly. Like a lot of people think we're sourcing from all these like tiny websites. You're just buying from the same big websites as everybody else, just buying at the right time, stacking the right discounts, all that kind of stuff.
Boom.
My wife comes across way more shady websites than I do
Yeah.
because she's always looking at Facebook ads and Instagram ads. Like, oh, I want those.
Yeah, or
shoes.
the VAs will hit you with some sites like, where did you dig this site up from?
Right.
Sometimes, but like sometimes they're legit. I mean, we were talking about it earlier, but if they take PayPal and they got maybe a little bit of cashback provider, one of them set up on there, like they're legit. Like,
Yeah, that makes sense though, Chris. Yeah. Do you recommend keep a product finder or reverse sourcing for new sellers? Dude, all the above, man. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Storefront stalking is going to be a little bit more simple. KPF is going to be a little bit more effective. But I totally think you should do both.
you'll have a hard time like knowing what to sell if you go straight to KPF, but on week 2, like dive in after you kind of learn the basics from reverse.
Yeah, bro, you got to charge back, 805. Charge back, family. Come on. Come on. You buy
we know who you're launching those websites.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Any more info? Not giving up. Dude, Chris, it's the same thing, man. You could getting a profile pic would probably help. Like I'm kidding. But yeah,
Chris is on a lot of streams.
Honestly, oh yeah, he's all over the place, which is crazy. That my boys like still having the bad luck with ungating. Just keep spinning. I mean, if you're making 60%,
yeah, do it, Chris.
I think
it's like $40 for a year, right? We have there was one lead that we found. It's like, oh, we'll make $200 on this.
Put you onto that though.
I already had the Sam's membership before that.
Oh, that lead was lit though.
That was fire. You didn't hop on it. I don't know what you were doing, bro.
You should get the business account at Sam's and get the cash back. I've got a buddy. He's got like 4 or 5 business accounts at Sam's Club to maximize that cash back every year.
Sweet. 110 for Cali. That might be like the pro account, which maybe is worth it, Chris. What's the situation when product has reviews, bunch of sales a month, BSR is great. I mean, I would bet it's probably a variation listing too, based on like the arbitrage stuff that you'll be looking at that is like that. So just make sure that the variation of the specific one you're looking at is gaining reviews. If it's not a variation, that sounds like a great product. It's just, is it profitable at that point?
Yep. So you got to look at that specific keep it chart in the review count. But items without a buy box are totally cool. In fact, if you're a new seller, if you had to choose, you would probably honestly choose for an item to not have a buy box. If we're talking equal velocity overall, like similar sales rank, which would be similar velocity, just because it's easier for you to hop on and just match lowest in that case. No, I mean, I don't mind the Among Us right there, honestly. That is Among Us, right?
Something like that. I don't know.
Dude, that was like Among Us was like the last.
That was an era
of like the pre-Flitzer Miles, like the modern Flitzer Miles. Because like, dude, I remember running it up on Among Us on like these Zoom calls during COVID, and then like a week later, my Nike ungate hit, and I don't think I ever talked to any of those people.
So what I'm hearing, breaking news: Miles plays video games.
Oh, it was jumping. Oh, dude, that was. See now, that's the thing. Was Among Us hide and seek, right?
So basically, yeah.
Yeah, right. Y'all don't know about Prop Hunt, man. Prop Hunt was the game. But the problem was they took it off.
I would imagine many of these people do know.
Yeah, no, because dude, Prop Hunt got taken off the App Store in 2017, and I was heartbroken because my whole school played it. Okay, how to handle IP complaints? Oh, this is a good question, Tim. So, Tim, make the billing address on your orders your Amazon account, and that patches it for the most part.
Your video on setting up Prep Center. Yeah, Chris, just look up Fields of Profit Prep Center. I got a video. I think I have 2. Like, look at the more recent one though.
To keep the money even more in the family too. If y'all need a prep center, you can type in on Google, right? Clear the Shelf Prep Center. Chris has an awesome list on there that's got a couple hundred on there, right, Chris?
Yep.
Yeah, a couple hundred at least.
I just filmed a video where that website's in it. We're getting the Sales Gazer plugs today. We're getting the blog.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
today.
you the money in the fucking family.
Chris, smile and wave, Chris.
yeah. Prop hunt on BO2. No. We're talking prop hunt on the iPad. Like the girls are expected to play too. Like this is hardcore high school lounge activities. Like,
how many can get the outlet? Usually, what's the new rule? Like max 5 pairs of one kind, right? You can get like 30 pairs, but bring a friend, you get 30 more. Like, yeah, or like take pictures of the ones that you know are good and send somebody in after work, pay them $50 to go pick up 30 pairs for you. Like whatever you got to do.
Go out to your car and put on a hat and some sunglasses. Go back.
Groucho Marx glasses.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you have a receipt, or do you have to have a receipt for all restricted products after you're approved? Yeah, Luke. I mean, you always have one though, just by buying from places that aren't like counterfeiting products. So I wouldn't really worry about it too much.
He's talking about buying from a resale shop.
Yeah.
You really got to be careful. Like those pallet stores, that buy Amazon returns and stuff. I'd be really, really careful with those. Those receipts are usually about as good as a Goodwill receipt.
Cool. Okay, sweet. So I need some predictions on my performance today at basketball as well as we finish up here, ladies and gents. My March performance compared to my February performance has been nothing but dominant, if I'm being completely honest. My February performance was bad though. How quickly you check variations, reviews, buy box price. So honestly, Tim, you can access the chart and all the information you need on a specific variation on SellerAmp just by scanning it, taking a look at the initial profit, and then scrolling down and taking a look at the chart. Because the best variation data, in my opinion, is going to be primarily the chart with the oscillation of the price and the offer count to gauge velocity. I think that does a lot more damage than reviews does in terms of making good decisions.
Yeah, just like see how fast people are hopping off, but also check the there's like a check button. It'll scan all the reviews for you and show you just make sure that one has a couple.
What is Rakuten? It is a goated cashback site.
Miles, you going for that Luka 30.6 in a row triple doubles?
No. I'm bringing the ball up and getting my teammates involved. I want to yap in. Chris, I don't think I'll do it tonight, but definitely soon. This weekend, St. Patrick's Day, Garrett and I'll do it. Garrett and I'll do it for sure. How do you handle a
It's gonna be busy this weekend, man.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Fuck, yeah, maybe you're right. Oh, you're super right. Yes, we're not.
We're gonna be out at a little family dinner on Saturday.
Definitely not doing it this weekend. That's a good point. Yeah. On this chart, you look more at what? Price action and offer count action.
Yep. Almost ready to place first order. Being super analytical on the first test purchase. That's fine. Double check things on your first order. Best to do good analysis, pull the trigger, do it. I mean, if you've done it twice, if you already double checked it, then go for it. Looking at it a fifth time isn't going to change the numbers for you.
Don't let yourself get too scared. Throw $100 at it. Worst case scenario, you got to eat ramen noodles for a week. Best case scenario, you make some money.
Yeah. If you're throwing enough money about it that you're losing sleep, then don't spend that much money to start.
Yeah.
Test it out slow. That's the beauty of it. You can literally start with one unit.
Yeah, an underrated, massively underrated thing Garrett and I used to do was we used to have I had a bunch of Dick's Sporting Goods near where I lived in Pennsylvania, to the tune of 6+ within 30 minutes in different directions, maybe 40 minutes. So I just listed a ton of Dick's Sporting Goods inventory that was it honestly was profitable for most people with sales tax and lack of coupons and stuff. It would be break even, but you can paper trade. I guess in this case, it's not really paper trading, but get sales for no money up front, right? Just if stuff's just kind of available, just listing it in the store.
You just gotta make sure it's actually in stock.
But the beautiful thing is you can place the pickup order and put the item in escrow. So yeah, here we go, right? So Dick's Sporting Goods holds the item for 7 days. So you can place the order, have it sit in pickup, and then cancel the order if it doesn't move in that 7 days and risk no money up front, get the exact same benefit of testing the SKU, right? And get the massive benefit of learning, all for no money.
I knew guys who used to put $10,000 worth of inventory on layaway at Walmart to sell it during Q4.
Yeah, it gets serious out here, man. It's is that a bunch of extra work? Yes, but that's the benefit you get for,
Yeah, how was Walmart corporate just chilling with that? I would have said they would never go for that anymore.
They got bigger problems, man. Yeah, they got bigger problems. That's gold. Cool. Sweet. All right, so we got no basketball predictions in the chat, so I am going to go hand out some buckets now. But if y'all got any, you let us know and such. But appreciate y'all tapping in. Well, we should have some of the more normal crew. Actually, we're probably not going to have the normal crew back for Monday either. So we're going to have to figure it out next Monday. But see you guys soon.
Or the entire crew is in person.
Yeah,
it's one or the other. A quick little 15-minute Monday. We're all in the same room.
Yeah. Ricardo's doing the Seinfeld challenge. Good job, man. That's you will see huge growth if you stick to it for 100 days, man.
Cool. Yeah, describe that, Chris, as we hop off here.
Jerry Seinfeld has this thing where he's written jokes every single day for 30 years. And he's like, if you just stick to 100 days and mark it off on the calendar, he's like, you will absolutely be better at anything that you put your mind to. So if you use the Seinfeld method, just don't break the chain every day. You know, whatever you're working on, if it's your business, you work for X amount of time, you need to go to the gym, you need to, whatever it is, do it for X amount of time. Don't break the chain, and you'll be surprised where you take yourself in 100 days.
Love it.
Cool. All right, sweet. Have a great night, everyone. See y'all soon. If you need any good content, y'all make sure to check out these boys' videos. I posted an Auto One Gate live sourcing video today, then a bunch of good resources in the description too if you're looking for a free course, Auto One Gate list, anything like that. I think my 51-page document, the fire one's down below too. See y'all soon. Have a great one.
Sweet.